When Saul was anointed the first king of Israel, he held such promise and his reign began well. But soon the twin flaws of fear and faithlessness began to crack the foundation of his throne. Eventually, God withdrew his spirit from Saul, and everyone could sense it. Saul became a shell of his former self, a hollow king, desperate to hold on to power. In humility, he had received the kingdom by grace, but in pride, he thought he could keep it by himself. And so he became increasingly controlling and manipulative. Are you trying to hold on to something or control outcomes or even manipulate the choices of others? If so, how's that going for you? You know, the further Saul drifted from God, the more desperate he became. And anger and jealousy moved into that space where God's Spirit used to dwell. And this is why we must remind ourselves that the only way to live under an open heaven is to live with an open hand. For you, an open hand might mean letting go of some possession or a position or a person. And that means loosening the grip on the steering wheel of life and learning to trust God to direct our paths. In contrast to Saul, when David's destiny was in doubt, here's what he did, as recorded in Psalm 57:2. He said, I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills His purpose from me. Do you believe that God has a purpose for you? Then why plot and scheme like Saul? Instead, let's learn to wait upon the Lord like David, who will fulfill His purpose for you in His time and in His way.